Hello and welcome to another episode of my Football Manager 2019 career. 29 career? It's going well already, isn't it? 2019 career with Blyth Spartans. And we've got a match all set up and ready to go. Blyth versus Walsall in the FA Cup. And we're in strong form. They're in decent form. Could be an interesting match. They are the favourites though. So let's get this ball rolling. Hey Lazy, how you doing? Good to see you. I've already got the team set up. Perry's a little bit on the tired side, but I think he'll be okay. We'll go with it. And there is the crowd sound. I don't need to switch it on for a change. Yay. Right. Tony reckons we should tell them to pick up where they left off. We'll go with that. And let's get this match going. We're playing at home at Croft Park. And of course, as usual, it is raining. Business as usual. Right, Grimes takes the ball away from the Walsall midfield there. Pembe passes back to Heaton. Now Perry plays all the way back to Hilton, who's still #1 in goal at the moment after taking over partway through last season as my first choice keeper. He's managed to hold on to that and he's done very well. Pembe trying to put a cross into the box there, but blocked by the Walsall defence. Grimes picking the ball up for Blyth again in midfield though. Boone sending it forward to Smith. Smith with a nice pass there for Navarro, and it's a goal already in under a minute. Luca Navarro with his 8th goal of the season. And what a lovely assist by George Smith as well. And Boone with the long ball forward here. Smith, the left wing back, with a well-weighted pass for Navarro just to get on the end of. Right on the edge of the 6-yard box as well. And not much hope for the keeper to save that. What a great goal to start the day. Yep, it's definitely onside. And look at that. Brilliant stuff. Fantastic. Let's see more of that. And we've got Wilson. Walsall putting a cross into the box. Beats the keeper. But goes wide of the post. Right, George Smith with what I would describe as a terrible free kick. But he's got another chance. He's back in possession. Playing it back to Grimes this time. Smith again. Into Navarro, and it's another goal! 2-0 in under 10 minutes. Luca Navarro again for his 9th goal of the season. And George Smith, the assist maker again. Those two linking up very well this match. Grimes to Smith. And, I mean, what vision to see that. Pick it out. Navarro on the end of it. Smashing it straight into the back of the net. What a start. It looks like we might not be going out of the FA Cup after all. Although, it's early days yet in this match. 80 minutes of normal time still to come. Anything could happen. But we are off to a flying start here. Navarro on an 8.5 already. Smith on a 7.5. Those two players really holding the team together right now. Right, let's go for some praise. Smith with a corner. Go on, make it a good one. It is good. Oh, that was close. Heaton nearly managing to scramble the ball over the line there, but just wide of the post after a deflection. And Smith gets another go at the corner. Comer's got it now. Playing it back to Smith. Smith with the cross. Looking for Navarro, but this time there are 4 red shirts around him. No way through this time for him. Thanks, Lazy. I wouldn't mind the Doylinator 4000 in goal. Pretty sure no one would score against us if we had that. And Walsh with the corner for Walsall. Off the head of O'Connor, but over the bar. Pretty sure it is, Lazy, yeah. Approaching half-time now. Roughly 3 minutes to go. And Heaton picks the ball up deep in the Blyth half. Plays it back to Hilton. Out to Boone. Now Perry, Clark. Some good short passing going on from Blyth. Clark decides to play it long though. And perhaps he should have stuck with the short game, because that was a poor long ball effort. He was aiming it for Naya Pembe to run onto, but far too far ahead of him and very easy for the Walsall defender to reach first. However, Blyth are once again in possession. Smith with another well-weighted pass, finding Comer in the box. Comer's shot saved by Watson though, and that goes out for a corner. George Smith is doing wonderful things today. And Wilson hacks the ball away from that corner. And we will have 2 minutes of added time before the half-time whistle goes. And things are looking great. I mean, Walsall have had 2 shots, not a single one on target. We're all over them at the moment, but I imagine their manager will put a rocket up their arses in the half-time talk. Let's hope they don't come out a changed team, because I'll be quite happy to hold on to this 2-0 lead if possible. Comer on the ball now. Oh, terrible pass. Looking for Naya Pembe. And puts it straight out for a Walsall throw. Page for Walsall. Wilson on the edge of the box. Walker. Shot blocked. And already Walsall are looking like they're a changed team, as they are putting pressure on the Blyth box. The tackle there. Ball sent upfield to Navarro. The scorer of both goals for Blyth so far today. Now Comer in the box with a shot opportunity, and one he did not squander. That was a fantastic third goal for Blyth there. Connor Comer scoring his 16th goal of the season. Harry Clark making the assist that time. Navarro's ball forward, unfortunately a bit poor, but Zanoli's header only managed to find the feet of Clark, who set up Comer beautifully for that third goal. And yeah, it's looking more and more comfortable as the minutes tick by for Blyth Spartans here in this FA Cup match. Smith with a corner. Boone with the header. It's now 4-0. Jordan Boone scoring his 5th goal of the season. And George Smith has now made 3 assists in this match. This is possibly George Smith's best game all season right here. And it's 4-0. George Smith playing a 9.3. What more can you ask for from your wing-back? 3 assists. Absolutely fantastic. Walsall attempting a counter-attack. Brown gets on the end of it, and Danny Brown scores. This time, Blyth caught napping at the back in defence, and the score is now 4-1. Still got a 3-goal cushion. So, not too worried at this stage. But Brown did well to get to that ball first, and absolutely slammed it into the back of the net. Another corner for Blyth. It's our 12th corner this match. And it looks like another goal, but it's been... Oh, no, it's an own goal. My God. Thought it was going to be disallowed for a second. I saw the red in the text, but no, it's an own goal. Let's see that again. Smith. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Poor Kane Wilson. Didn't really know much of what was going on there. The ball just seemed to hit him and roll into the net. And it's now 5-1 to Blyth. We are all over this Walsall team. .15 minutes left to play. Watson kicks the ball out for Walsall. Boone heads it into the midfield. It's still in possession of the red shirts. Wilson brings it forward. Brown is open again. This time, a great tackle by Naya Pembe. Denies the shot from Brown. He did well to get that away. Two minutes of normal time remain. There is simply no way Walsall are going to recover from a 5-1 deficit. It is safe to say this result is in the bag. Comer plays it out to the left flank to George Smith. Smith, who has now picked up a yellow card, taking a slight drop in rating as a consequence, but he's doing just fine. Harry, a little bit on the tired side, perhaps should have brought him off, but only 3 minutes of added time left to play, so I'm going to just let this one ride out. Lacey says, safe to say, brave words. Seconds remain. The score is still 5-1. We got this. And there it is, the full-time whistle. The final score, 5-1 to Blyth. And what a game that was. What a game, particularly for George Smith, who does get player of the match, and well deserved too. Let's tell the boys they did an excellent job. That was good. We got 32.26k for playing in that FA Cup second round match. We need the money. I don't know if you remember, but our finances are not so great this season. For the first time in our career, we've gone into the red. And we are currently 78k in the red, so we need to claw as much of that back as possible from our cup games this season. But hopefully it will all be worth it. The money spent will be worth it if we can manage to gain promotion in one season from League Two. So here's where we're sitting right now in the league. 5th place. We are in a playoff position. However, I would really quite like to get into one of these automatic promotion places. 1st, 2nd or 3rd, anywhere will do. But if we can go up after spending only a single season in League Two, that will seriously speed up our progression towards top flight football. We got a little bit stuck. I think, was it? We spent 2 seasons in the Vanarama North. Very nearly went up in one season. But then we got a little bit stuck in the Vanarama National for a while, which was frustrating. Losing out in the playoffs several times and failing in Wembley finals to win promotion. So if we can claw some time back by only spending a single season in this division, I'll be a happy man. So Forest Green are up next, 7th in the league right now. That will be a big game for us in light of the fact they're only a couple of places beneath us in the league table. And I'm happy to say it looks like our run of horribly squashed up fixtures is over for the time being. Only temporarily though. And we at least have a week to recover from the FA Cup match before we play Forest Green Rovers. And that should mean that I can put out my strongest team. However, I do see there is a Checker Trade Trophy match coming up on the Tuesday. And I honestly am not too concerned about that trophy. I've said many times before, I will probably just put reserves out for that. We're playing against Rochdale. Yeah, we're probably not going to beat Rochdale, no matter what. Even if I put out my strongest team, I think they'll hammer us. So we'll put out the reserves for that match. Keep the first team as fresh as possible for the league games. Hey, Rylan, how you doing today? Good to see you. So yeah, I think I think no matter what we do, we'll be losing that fixture, and it'll be a nice surprise if we don't. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, rather. Apparently, I haven't had enough sleep. Can't get my words out today. Right. Oh, we are dropping even more into the red. This is not good. Yeah, we're still within the financial fair play regulations. Good stuff. Board are... Yeah, they think we're doing an unbelievable job. Look, that the bar is maxed out for job security. The board... Look, I'm untouchable, 100%. There's no way I could be fired right now. Good news. FA Cup draws Blyth against Aston Villa. Aston Villa are still in the Sky Bet Championship. Even though we have played a fair few seasons in this career, they haven't managed to get themselves back up to the Premiership. Of course, in real life, they have. Beating my home team, Derby County, to win promotion to the Premiership this season just gone. Very upsetting, but well done to Aston Villa. So we've drawn them. I mean, that's not a bad draw. We're not going to win this game, clearly. But obviously what we're looking at is how much money we can get for this fixture to help secure better financial position. And Aston Villa are a pretty big team. They're well followed. Even when they're not in the Premiership, they still have a lot of fans. So could be a nice earner, that match. But we will be going out of the FA Cup there, no doubt about it. Well, I say that, but there are always giant slaying miracles that occur in football every now and then. You never know when you might be on the receiving end of such a blessing. But I don't want to count my chickens and bank on that. I'm going to assume the worst, and then I'll be pleasantly surprised if something different happens. Wow, a lot of players in Team of the Week this time. Hilton, Elsdon, Wall, Perry, Morrison, Comer, Hinchcliffe. I mean, we've almost got the entire Team of the Week. And they did have a great match against Walsall, so not surprising to see that. Joe Hilton is deserving of praise. Okay, let's give him some. Good stuff. Ryland says, need a Battletech mod that adds soccer matches to the game. Nice. I wonder if someone will make one for MechWarrior 5 as well. Right, Josh Dolling is upset because he's not had a game for about half a season. Can't really blame him. Oh, it's all right, though. We've managed to convince someone to talk him down. Okay. Connor Comer is making some nice progression in training, apparently. That's good news. He's one of our strongest players. I think he's our top scorer so far this season. So good to see that he's improving nicely. Let's just have a look quickly at the player stats. Yeah, Connor Comer, 15 goals, top scorer for Blyth, and also league top scorer as well, with a 5-goal lead right now over Shane Gaffney. Wow, Comer is doing well. He has made more appearances than any other striker in the top. What's this? Top 8 that it's showing us. Average ratings. Got 3 players in that. Connor Comer, George Smith, and Dougie Nyapembe. All consistently playing well for the team, which is nice. Key passers, Stuart Grimes, Taylor Perry, and George Smith is in there as well. And, of course, George Smith is now tied for second place in the assists table. Those 3 assists he made in the last match against Walsall definitely helping him along there. And Taylor Perry topping the yellow cards list. That's a table we don't really want to be topping, but never mind. We do play some rough football. Right, looking forward to this game against Forest Green Rovers. We are playing at home. I think that should give us a slight advantage, perhaps, in that fixture, which I'll be happy to have. But I think they're a team we can beat. And last time I checked, we are 3 points away from being in a playoff position. So what we need is the 2 teams above us to lose and for us to win, and our goal difference should carry us into an automatic promotion position. Oh dear, we're going to have to talk to Leighton Egan. He's not happy. I do have a long-term plan for him. My long-term plan is to keep him as a reserve. Obviously, he's not happy to do that. So let's tell him we can give him a loan move, and then hopefully nobody will loan him. We'll see. We've moved up a little bit now in the league. So, what's going on? Divine. Oh no. Oh no. Don't want Divine getting upset. Oh no, he is upset. Okay. I think what we'll do. Let's say I understand that you want to play regularly, but Connor Comer is in the form of his life and is playing ahead of you on merit at the moment. Let's try that. Yeah, he bought it. Yay! I mean, Comer is doing fantastically. He's league top goal scorer. It's hard to argue. But you never know with these players. Sometimes they will argue black is white. But not this time. He accepted my excuse for not playing him. It's a shame, really, because he was about to get a run of games. I remember I was about to play him a bunch, and something happened to stop that. Was it that he picked up an injury? Or did he get suspended? I can't remember. Something happened, though. Right, yeah, our home advantage gives us a slight edge against Forest Green. Oh, Virgil Gomez has picked up a bruised ankle. I think we can just leave that in the capable hands of our physio. Joe Hilton training very well at the moment. We'll give him some praise. 9.35. That's a fantastic readout for his training rating. Last match feedback says our focus on attacking set pieces really paid off as Luca Navarro scored from a well-executed set piece play practiced on the training ground. So that's talking about our match against Walsall. And it did seem that way. George Smith provided a couple of goals from set pieces, if I remember rightly. Putting in some good crosses onto the end of some good moves from our attacking players. Right. Come on, roll on Forest Green. Let's get this match going. All right, so after the Rochdale game, which I've already said we'll play reserves for, our next league game is against Crawley Town. They are currently solid bottom of the division, so should be an easy game. Right, no changes. Oh no, hold on. I am going to make a change because I told Divine I'd give him a chance, didn't I? Who's in the worst form out of my front guys? Brown. So Divine is in. Let's see if he performs as well as he thinks he can. Let's submit that team. And Hinchcliffe, I mean, I'm leaving Hinchcliffe out regularly still at the moment, but he's been doing so well. I think he scored 7 goals in 7 games. And I'm definitely going to give Hinchcliffe a game against Rochdale, just in case he manages to perform some miracles there. but he's just not as good as my other options up front this season. It still hurts me to leave him out, because it was only a season or two ago, you know, he was top goal scorer for the club, doing great things. He's still the captain. A Reed beating Smith there, but Grimes saving the situation before a shot can be taken and hacking that ball away. Forest Green playing in the blue shirts for this game. And Grime to Heaton. With a poor effort there. But at least we've had the first shot. Naya Pembe putting a high ball into the box. Finds the header Navarro, but good save by Hansen. Johnson to Gordon. Forest Green patiently trying to build up an attack here. Now Wallace with the long shot. Apparently he ran out of patience. Hilton managed to make the save, but he couldn't hold on to it. There was a potentially dangerous situation there for a couple of seconds, but the ball was sent out of danger in the end. Now Nichols with a corner for Forest Green. Reed with the header. Hilton tips it over the bar. Oh no, he didn't get a hand to it in the end. It just goes straight out for a goal kick. Thought I saw his fingers touch it. Now Reed. Simpson. Oh, Boone making a grave error there, and Finotto is through on goal. Hilton makes the save though, but that was a rescue. Boone making a horrible defensive error, allowing the ball to sail straight over him and into a dangerous area. Clark with a good tackle there. Gets the ball away. We're going to go for a demand more. Almost hitting half time, and although we are on the better side of the stats, I would say, all the highlights are going Forest Green's way, and that concerns me somewhat. I feel like it's only a matter of time before they score a goal. However, Blyth are on the counter now with Navarro surging run up the field there, making quite a few yards and getting it into the final third. Unfortunately, he did not manage to play the ball before he was tackled, but he's now taken a corner onto the head of Boone. Boone couldn't keep the header low enough, and it sails over the bar. Navarro again with another corner. High and at Comer this time. Comer fails as well. He hits the side netting. And now we are about to hit half time. So, I mean, by the end it's fairly even, and the scoreline fairly reflects that, I'd say. I'm going to go for an aggressive bollocking, you know. I think they should be doing a lot better. Harrison Devine seems demotivated. Well, you're being given an opportunity to play, mate, and you've moaned about not having an opportunity. And you've not scored for us yet. You've had 45 minutes. Get us a goal. And time is ticking away rapidly at the moment. Pretty uneventful. Go for a demand more. Teams seem fairly well matched, unfortunately, which is resulting in a pretty uninteresting game. This sometimes happens. 75 minutes played. Now Simpson with a throw for Forest Green. Johnson plays it back to Simpson. Nichols. Wallace. Finotto. Oh, here we go. Finotto with the header, and it's a goal for Forest Green in the 75th minute. Mattia Finotto, assisted by Yaya Busaku. Sorry, Yaya Busaku. Your name had me flustered there for a minute. But Mattia Finotto scoring his 12th goal of the season with his head into the top right corner of the Blyth net. And this is not the result we were looking for, playing Forest Green at home. This is very, very concerning right now. And only 15 minutes or so to turn this around. I'm concerned. Now then. 8 minutes. Nothing really going on. Coman's not having a good game today. Only playing 6.4. So, I think I might have to take him off. Get Hinchcliffe on. Bringing on Captain Ben Hinchcliffe. See if he can make a difference in the dying moments of this game. We are also going to go for very attacking and throw everything we can at the Forest Green end. Giving them the push forward shout as well. Naya Pembe with a throw to Perry. At this point, at this stage, we are just looking for an equaliser. It's far too late for us to be able to win this game. Heaton, a good tackle there. Flying in at pace. But a loss here will allow Oldham and Tranmere to slip further away from us in the table, although it looks like Tranmere are not doing so well in their game, but Oldham certainly are getting an extra point. Three minutes of added time, 2 minutes remaining of that to play. And Forest Green are keeping possession pretty well here. Right up until Perry gets in with a good tackle. Now Naya Pembe to Devine. Devine back to Naya Pembe. We need a good cross here from the wing back. He fails. And that's the end of that move. And we now have under a minute to try to get a goal to equalise in this match against Forest Green. It's not looking very optimistic, is it? Come on, Hilton. You haven't got time to waste, mate. Get it out there. Hunt playing it back to his keeper. Hansen. Clark's header down to Navarro. Now, Navarro playing the ball forward. Oh, dear. Wrong colour shirt. And we now have 5 seconds. It's not happening here, is it? It's not happening. There it goes. The whistle has been blown for full time, and we've lost against Forest Green 1-0, and I don't feel like we should have lost that, really. I think we should have won that game. It's a game we should have been capable of taking the 3 points from. Naya Pembe getting player of the match. He did well in spite of us losing. He never gave up, but yeah, that was very disappointing, lads. Unacceptable result. But as they say, you can't win them all. Now, Rochdale next. We will do a full rotation for the Rochdale game. I think I'll still be playing Devine, because I've agreed to give him a run of games, so he'll get upset if I don't play him. But yeah, that was upsetting. Disappointing result. And a fairly late goal for Forest Green, clinching the win for them there. Beating us in our own stadium. And I expect, as I said, we'll be unlikely to win this game against Rochdale in the Checker Trade Trophy, but I don't really mind about that. But this fixture on the 13th against Crawley Town is a must-win. They're bottom of the league. We should not be losing to a team like that. And now I need to hope that Oldham or Tranmere make a mistake to allow us to catch up with them. I don't want to see that automatic promotion spot drift too far away from us. We've still got a reasonable amount of the season left to go, so a lot could change. But right now, there's still hope that we could actually win automatic promotion. Oh, we've reached 400 games in management. Awesome. A lot of games. Yeah, so we're up against it. Playing Rochdale. Unlikely to win. No problem, though. Just be happy to take a little bit of money away from that game. What are we on now? We're 117k in the red right now. Bad times. I mean, we're not even spending the maximum amount we're allowed for our wage budget, and I barely spend any of the transfer budget every season. So basically the board is giving us more money for the wages than we can realistically afford. That's what's occurring here. But I've been happy to use it. It means we can get some better players in. Try to skip our way through this division. But if we fail to go up, we're going to have a really tight season next season, where we've got no money to play with, and we're in a hole of debt. Right, let's do a full rotation for this. And Divine is still in there, which is fine. Right, fitness test required, eh? I'm going to go with this. This looks all right to me, to be honest. I think Thomas is going to get swapped for Hilton. Yeah, we're going to keep Hilton in. So the keeper's the only, well, the keeper and Divine are the only players that are the same from previous match. And that will do, I think. No, it won't do. It absolutely will not do. I'm missing... Hold on, let's get Minter swapped. I'm missing a left back on the bench. That would be foolish to go into this match without one. Let's just double check. I think we're all good. Yep, yes we are. Now, why is Feeney not been getting games? Feeney's actually half decent. Well, he's on the bench at least. Let's go with this. Hey Gecko, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, time to get hammered. And once again, it is raining at Croft Park. Nothing changes in the northeast. Ball to Divine. Let's hope Divine has a better game than last one. Demanding a place in the team and then playing like a moron. Not a bad effort from range there with his first shot of the game, though. Would prefer if you put them on target, however. Heavy. Out to Wall. Adds head. Keeping possession for Rochdale right now. Plays it back to Hughes. And a big kick upfield. Elsdon heads it though. But yeah, we're losing the midfield battle at the moment against these Rochdale midfielders. Adds head being one of them, and he gets a shot away. But Hilton gets a hand to and puts out for a corner kick. But that looked very threatening from Rochdale. Gillis with the corner. Header goes over the bar. And the Blyth Spartan fans can relax for a moment. So the possession stats are looking very uneven right now. Rochdale keeping 65% of the possession so far this game. And 20 minutes played. We are not getting much of a look in, but we do have an attack now. Gomez takes a shot, and that was close, just over the bar. So Blyth showing they are capable of causing Rochdale some trouble at the back, even if we're spending a lot of time not having possession. Elsdon now to Hunt. Naby. Naby has a crack himself. It's a very long shot though, and you're unlikely to score at that range. Agahi. Playing the ball very far forward for a centre-back. Ball playing it to Kebby. Right wing back, attempting to put a cross in. First attempt blocked. Second attempt, good pass to Naby, and again Naby squanders the shot and misses the target. Let's go for a demand more at this point. Hilton with the goal kick. Plays it short to Elsdon. Now Hunt. Wall with the header. Finding captain Ben Hinchcliffe. He puts a cross into Devine, and there's a goal! Harrison Devine finally showing he deserves a place in the team by scoring. It's only his 3rd goal of the season, and a great assist by Ben Hinchcliffe. That pretty much made the goal, I'd say. Captain Hinchcliffe here putting in a great cross with his left foot, and Devine on the volley, putting power into that and blasting it into the back of the net. So the unlikely is now seeming possible, as we are 1 goal up against Rochdale in this Checkatrade Trophy match. Now, it could be that they care about as little for this trophy as we do, and they have also put out a weak side. But we are doing better than I expected. Tell the boys they're doing an excellent job and send them out for the next 45 minutes of football. Van der Kust for Rochdale, trying to thread a pass through to his striker. That was intercepted by the Blyth defence. Hinchcliffe trying to head away, but only as far as Skinner. Harrison for Rochdale. Hebby, Skinner again. Naby, somebody needs to clear this. Naby gets a second chance to get it away. Plays it to Hinchcliffe, but it's a poor pass. Lad's head makes the tackle before Hinchcliffe gets a foot on the ball. Now, Rochdale definitely looking like some life has been breathed into them for the second half. Hitting the post there with a shot. Gomez has made a lot of mistakes today, apparently. All right, well, we'll take him off. We have Feeney waiting to play. There we go. Kieran Feeney now on the field for Gomez. And to be honest, he's more suited to the poacher role that Gomez was playing anyhow. So hopefully things will improve up front for Blyth a little. Still sitting on a 1-goal lead right now. I'll be happy to finish the game with this scoreline. Wall with the tackle there. Morrison. Out wide to Kebby. Devine again. Has another crack, but it's a poor shot this time. Blocked by a defender. Naby trying to find Wall, but a poor pass from him. Alex Hunt is only playing a 6.3 so far this game. That's concerning. Oh, no, here we go. Oh, I thought Rochdale had a goal in them there. Hilton did well to rush out and save that. Hunt not delivering the goods, is he? Let's see. Who can we put on instead? We do have Makepeace. Let's get Makepeace on. 6.3 rating is just not good enough, Alex Hunt. No worries, Gecko. Thank you. Which reminds me, I do have the means for people, if they want to donate funding for delivery costs. We can put that into a PayPal account, and then we can transfer that to you. Just so you know, that can be done. We have the means. And my intention will be to mention that next week, since I forgot yesterday. I meant to say something yesterday, completely went out of my head. So I'll bring that up on Tuesday. Hinchcliffe through on goal now. And he scores on the rebound. 8th goal for Ben Hinchcliffe in 8 games this season. He is not playing many first team league matches, but He's having a storming season in the cup games. Doing really well. A good ball forward that he gets on the end of. And finishing his own rebound against Rochdale. It's now 2-0 and 10 minutes remain. It is looking like we're going to win this. A match I really honestly didn't expect to be able to win. A lot of good ratings now, and the substitutes I brought on are playing better than the people we took off. Makepeace playing a 6.8 in place of Hunt, who was on a 6.3, and Feeney replacing Virgil Gomes, who I believe was playing a 6.4. Four minutes of added time. Roughly 2 minutes of that already gone. And hope is ebbing away for the Rochdale fans at this point. I don't think they'll be coming back from this 2-0 deficit. Heavy picking the ball up at the back, playing it safely to Hilton. Now McGahey, Naby in midfield. Let's play it short, boys. Play it safe. Keep possession. Oh, there's another attack for Blyth, though. Hinchcliffe's through on goal again. Gets a shot away with his left foot. Hughes makes the save. We have seconds left to take this corner kick, and that will probably be the last kick of the game. And there goes the full-time whistle. It's all over. It's 2-0 to Blyth against Rochdale. Did not expect that. So we are still in the Checkatrade Trophy after a game that I thought we were sure to lose. Wow. Unreal. I mean, Rochdale, what division? They're League One. Yeah, they are bottom end of League One, to be fair, though. So we're top end of League Two. They're bottom end of League One. So I guess the gap in quality is not as big as I thought it might be. But we just got 24.52k for that. Definitely needed. Dropped us back under 100k in the red. But I'm sure we'll pass that mark very shortly again. But yeah, it's showing how important these cup games are, though, because remember how in debt we would be without that extra money coming in at this point. So Makepeace has now picked up a ban that will only apply to Checkatrade Trophy matches. Let's roll on to this match against Crawley Town, bottom of the division. We'll be playing the first team. No mercy here. We need to be winning all the league matches we can. Hold on a second. Oh, the third round draw for the Checkatrade Trophy is happening. Let's see who we get. We have drawn Morecambe. That's a good draw. That's a very good draw. They're in the same division as us. They're down in 14th. That's a team we can beat, although we will have to play them away from home. Interesting times ahead in the Checkatrade Trophy. Perhaps we're going to go further in that than I really wanted to, but the money is good. We'll keep taking it. So Gecko said, I started a new game last night. Hell's Bells. Nice theme. All-girl pilots. Picked a Steiner start. Vulcan, Irby with a PPC. Firestarter with large laser. Locust with twin medium laser, small lasers. And a Junk Locust with MGs. I'm liking the Irby with the PPC and twin medium lasers. I've never had that variant. It's new, obviously, with the Urban Warfare expansion, isn't it? BattleTech, that particular Irby, and I've never had my hands on one, but I imagine it's pretty fun to use. Yes, that's what we were talking about, Lazy. the desk collision incident. But I don't think Sarge watches the Football Manager stuff very much, so we're probably safe to talk about it. But yeah, so people have been offering to donate bits, and Gecko's been putting together a PC for Sarge, so he doesn't have to keep going to the library. Of course, Sarge lost his PC in a hurricane, unfortunately, and he's not been able to afford to replace it. So the community's coming together and helping him out, which is very nice, to try and get him a machine. And Gecko's been project lead of that, building the thing. And just in case any of you Battletech guys are watching this, if you want to, obviously nobody's obligated, but if you want to and you feel you have the means, we will be taking financial donations towards postage cost for when the machine's done. Or if you have spare parts lying around, get in touch with Gecko70, Gecko spelt with a 3 instead of an E, and send him a message and let him know if you've got any spare parts that you think might be worth sending to add to the project. Aside from that, yeah, if you just want to help financially, any amount, large or small, will help with the postage costs of getting the machine to Sarge once it's built. And I will be donating a bunch of my Twitch earnings as well to the cause. I think it's a good cause. And the aim is, what we're hoping to try to achieve, is at least get a basic machine put together that will allow him to be able to run Battletech, because he's a huge fan of Battletech stuff. It would be nice if he could play it as well as watch it. Right, it's time to get the first team in. Best 11, please. Thank you. Right, is that what I want? That's probably what I want. I've got to play Divine, though. We'll sort that out in a second. Oh, there he is. He's already on the bench. That's cool. I need to get my wingbacks in. There's 1. There's 2. How long's Cavanna out for now? Oh, he's returning to full training in 2 days. He's been out for a long injury, unfortunately, Sean Cavanna. And he has lost some stats while he's been out. It's a shame. 31 years old, Irishman. He was a decent backup for left wing back. But slightly less decent now after his injury. Never mind, though. Right, so just checking the bench is exactly what I want. We've got to have Nexus on the bench, fulfilling our homegrown requirements. Right, now, Divine. That's the next change. And do I want Gomis? I mean, Gomis's form has been pretty bad. It's been in decline. So let's get Feeney. No. Let's get Hinchcliffe on the bench. Let's look at Hinchcliffe. I mean, 8 games, 8 goals. He's having an amazing time. And then we'll swap Brown for Divine again. Because the trouble is, because I've promised to give Divine a run of games, if I don't actually give him the run of games I said I would, he'll have a paddy. And we don't want that. So I'll give him a few more games. I can always take him off if he's underperforming. Right. I forgot to do a thing. There we go. I was going to sort out this. Okay, looks good. Right, bring it on, Crawley. They're in poor form. They've only won 1 game in their last 5. They are sitting bottom of the division with only 14 points on a minus 17 goal difference. It is fair to say they are the worst team in this League 2, Skybet League 2 division. So we should be able to beat them. And we've still got the best goal difference in the league. Plus 18. Bradford are on plus 17 though, so we're only 1 goal ahead of them on the difference. But what's more important is this points difference here between us and Tranmere. We need Tranmere to lose and we need to win so we can leap ahead of them. We'll be tied on points with us winning 3 points and them getting none. We'd be tied, but our goal difference would take us ahead of them as we've got double the positive goal difference that they have, which would be nice. And then the next target in our sights would be Oldham. Now, Tranmere are playing Mansfield away for this fixture. And unfortunately, Mansfield are down in 20 seconds. So we might have to wait a little bit longer before Tranmere slip up enough for us to go ahead. Because I can't really see Mansfield beating them. But we can always hope. Yeah! Oh, there we go. Shell's just testing our new bits sound, because obviously we've not had it working for quite a while and we've been trying to scratch our heads and figure out why. We had another go last night at getting it to work, and it seems to be working now. And that's a custom sound conjured up and created between me and Shell to celebrate getting bits. Thank you, Gecko. Thank you very much for the bits, Gecko. I assume you just wanted to hear the sound again. Oh dear. Right, I should be paying attention to this game, shouldn't I? Comer makes a great tackle there. Plays it to Nyapembe, who's surging down the right wing. Crosses into the box, but Sykes gets the ball away. Only as far as Grimes. Now Perry. Clark. Back to Perry again. Out wide for Nyapembe to have another cross attempt. And he finds Navarro's head. And he finds the back of the net. That's the 10th goal of the season for Luca Navarro. And another assist in the bag for Dougie Nyapembe. It's 1-0 at Croft Park. Blyth versus Crawley. Lovely setup. Great cross and a good run from Navarro to get ahead of his marker and head that ball into the back of the net. Fantastic start. Under 3 minutes played by that point in the match. And that is the positive note that we want to be starting on when we're playing bottom of the league, Crawley. Hey, how you doing, Catch? He says, I'm not here. I'm here not 2 seconds and Blythe scores. You're clearly a good omen, Catch. That's how it works. I think you've just missed our new bits sound effect as well. Oh, there it goes. Gecko again, thank you. I think you might be addicted to the sound or something. we got the sound fixed for the bits. I went for a deliberately comedy combination of sounds. A pathetic sounding party blower, and then some really raggedy cheering. Comer! Oh, how did he miss that? How did he miss that? Approaching half time, we should be 2-0 up, but unfortunately Comer fluffed his lines at the last minute. It was close, that's right. Yeah, it's a combination of... I can see what you mean, Lazy. He says, it vaguely reminds me of the much rejoicing bit from Holy Grail. Yeah, it's... I deliberately wanted something quite sad and pathetic sounding. So, yeah, like the sad party blower and then a combination of another 2 cheering sounds put together to make what sounds like an almost empty room going, yay, in a really unenthusiastic manner. But I thought it was funny. Oh, Harrison Devine. His run in the team is over. He's picked up a red injury. What a shame for him. Right, we'll do a bit of shuffling around. We'll put Navarro in at the false 9 position, and Captain Ben Hinchcliffe will come on as an advanced forward. The role, of course, he was previously team top goal scorer in. Let's see if he can get a goal today. So far, Hinchcliffe has scored 8 goals in 8 games. So he's having a good season when he does get to play. He's mostly just playing cup games. George Smith now puts a cross in. Fails to find Comer. A little bit too high for him. Stevenson sends the ball upfield for Crawley. McKendry now. Tackled by Grimes. Naya Pembe on the counter. Tries to put a ball in for Comer. And again, Comer beaten by the Crawley defence. Oh, not this time though. They've just gifted him a shot opportunity. Just straight up gave him the ball there, but he couldn't keep his shot down. And it sails over the bar. That's right, Lazy. I'm glad we got that sound fixed, because I felt bad, you know, when people are donating and they don't even get a sound for it. And I'm still not 100% sure why it wasn't working, but we fiddled with a bunch of stuff and it apparently is working now, so at least it works. Wow, this is pretty uneventful. Still only a 1-0 lead and only about 3 minutes remaining of normal time. I was hoping for more goals than this against Crawley. But I guess they've gone for a strategy of parking the bus and making life difficult for us at the back. 4 minutes of added time. Hilton plays a short goal kick to Boone. Boone apparently getting booed by the crowd. I don't know what he did. Well, he's got a yellow card, so he must have done something. Grimes taking the ball away there. Making space. Takes the shot himself, but Ford saves comfortably for Crawley. And that will go out for a corner kick to Blyth. Roughly 3 minutes of added time left to play as George Smith steps up and takes the corner. Good tackle there by the Crawley defence, and that goes out for a throw-in. Nathaniel George making a good tackle. Navarro with a free kick for Blyth. Hinchcliffe picks up the ball. Plays it out wide to Navarro. Navarro tries to drill the ball in, but hits it straight into a red shirt. Boone now to Perry. Boone still getting booed, apparently. Ford gathers that comfortably. 1 minute remaining in this match. The score is 1-0 to Blyth so far. And it looks as though it will probably end this way. Hinchcliffe. Take it upfield, mate. Come on. Poor ball into midfield by the captain. And Crawley are in possession once more. And again, Grimes in with the steal. That's the second time he's pulled that off. Unfortunately, he seems incapable of doing anything with it once he has taken the ball. Just ended up losing it. And that will be a throw-in for Blyth. The whistle is going any second now, though. And that is it. The final whistle. Thank you very much, Gecko. Another bit. I think he loves the sound. We're going to say that was a good win, even though it's kind of a lie. A win's a win, though. I'm happy to take the points. And here is a huge fixture for us coming up next against Oldham Athletic, who are third in the league. This is a team we want to gain points on. They are currently 4 points ahead of us last time I checked. Yep, still 4 points ahead. So we need to beat them to close the gap. Devine is injured with a twisted ankle. Going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's a shame. That is a shame, but that is the end of his run in the team for now. Gecko says, and there was much rejoicing of the bit. Can you guys hear that sound okay over the crowd noise on Football Manager, though? That's one of my concerns. It kind of blended in, says Lazy. Catch says, will Gecko go broke 1 penny at a time, or will he eventually tire of the new sound effect? Stay tuned. Okay, so Catch says, yeah, it's a little quiet. Right, let's there it is again. Let's see. Where do I need to be? Editor, alert box, properties, bits, media. Let's up it a little. Try there. Probably made it deafeningly loud now, but there's only one way to find out. Just got to adjust the volume for every single one. Go. Right. And yeah! Thank you. Hopefully that's louder, but not too loud. Just adjusting up the volumes on all of these things. If they're suitable. But if they're making your ears bleed, do let me know, and I'll get that fixed. Right, leave them there for now. Thank you so much, by the way, for all those bits. I know you're having fun playing the sound, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Very kind of you. Yeah! Sound levels okay? Catch says he must be banned. No, I can't do that to him. I do like my comedy sound effect. I was all concocted using free, copyright-free sound bites and combining them together. Basically, me saying to Shell, I want this, and I want this. And then she puts it together. I'm like, move that, do this, do that. And eventually between us, we settled on that. we were listening through a lot of different cheer effects to try to find the right combination of ones that I wanted. And Shell's like giggling over them because they're making her laugh. And I'm there all like stoic, straight face, like, Can you just be quiet for a second, please? I'm trying to seriously listen to these and consider which one I want. And she's like giggling while I'm listening to the like straight face, listening to all these comedy noises. We got it though. I think we got it. Gecko says is enjoying all the rejoicing. Excellent. Alright, Cavano has resumed training. That's good. Right, it'll take him a little while longer to recover fully from that injury. Shell does, no, I keep Shell honest. That's how it works. Shell doesn't keep me honest. It's the other way around. Catch says she's a professional too. I don't know. You probably didn't hear that, but when she heard me read that out, she's laughed in the background and went, "No." She knows. Oh, huge game coming. I hope we can beat Oldham. I really do. That will change our fortunes quite dramatically. Thanks, Catch. He says, you two are a great pair. We like to think so. We've been together a long time now. Gecko says, that makes you Pinky and Shell is the brain. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll accept that. We both have our different areas of knowledge. You know, Shell knows a lot of stuff about computers that I've never been interested in. But I know a lot of stuff about things that she's never been interested in, and it works well, you know. You don't have to have an overlap in knowledge as long as you've got other areas covered between the two of you. Oh no, Filed have offered Tony a job. No, Tony, don't leave us. You've been with us so long. Tony, this is fine, McQuaid. I've already offered him a better contract to stave off another club trying to sign him as manager. He's on £700 a week right now. I could ask him to stay, but I think that's risky business. I might upset him, so we'll just leave it to the winds of chance. This is very not fine, says Catch. Too right, too right. Oh, I don't want to have to search for another assistant. I got used to Tony. I know where he's coming from. I know what he's going to say. This is fine. Almost all the time. Okay, we're only slight underdogs against Oldham, and that'll be because we're playing at home. The Catch says you should ask one of your buddies in the press to write an editorial about how Tony's just riding your coattails. Oh, poor Tony. Right, time for a drink before this match. I'm sure this one's going to wreck my voice. Okay, bring it on, Oldham. I'm ready for you. Onacoma's been training well. Good stuff. I don't think he's scored in the last few matches, so although he is currently league top goal scorer, seems to have hit a bit of a dry patch. Hopefully you can turn that around. It'd be great if he can make a change against Oldham. Right, after that we've got Cheltenham on the Friday, and then who was that on the Sunday? I didn't quite see that. Stockport. So, yeah, these two fixtures are going to be a bit of a pain. I mean, Cheltenham will be okay because we've got almost a week to recover, 6 days. But then that Stockport game is going to be a bit rough. It's an away fixture, and we've got hardly any days to recover. And then after that, we're playing Aston Villa in the FA Cup. But I'm not going to worry too much about Aston Villa. We're going to lose no matter what. Right, Devine is not available due to injury. Actually, I might put Hinchcliffe on. Brown's been a bit disappointing of late. So we'll get Navarro in the false 9, Hinchcliffe in the advanced forward position, Devine for Feeney. And that's the team, I think. That's the one I want. Of course, these guys have got a good relationship already built up between the three of them, which is nice. That should hopefully help things up front. Okay, 4-2-3-1, wide being played by Oldham. Is that a formation ours can overcome? Only one way to find out. Let's get this match going. And we kick off here at Croft Park. And for a change, it's not raining. Is that a bad omen, though? Is that a bad omen for us? The rain is what we're comfortable with. Don't want those teams playing no fancy football around us. We want boggy, muddy, slippery, mistake-riddled conditions that suit us best with our long ball strategy. Oh dear, Adams with a shot opportunity for Oldham there. Tries to curl it, but it's wide of the target, and we get a reprieve early on in this game against Oldham. Gordon now. Collins playing Ranildo into space there. He has a crack at goal, but it's very wide, and so far Blyth not managing even a single shot on the Oldham goal. Smith into the box. Grimes attempting the tackle there, but Adams comes away with it regardless. Perry, good challenge. Naya Pembe will pick up the loose ball for Blyth. Plays it back to Hilton. Now Boone. And a long ball sent upfield. We're losing the midfield battle though. Lee to Blood. Blood with a shot off the post. Heaton hacks it away, but only for a corner. Collins gets a shot away, but Hilton saves. Another corner for Oldham. Hard to say that we have a chance of winning this game after 22 minutes played. We've not had a single shot. And all of the attacking pressure is coming from Oldham. Come on, maybe this is the one. Naya Pembe with the throw into Perry. And Grimes. Perry again. Doesn't seem to know where to go with it. Plays it to Heaton. Naya Pembe once more. Oldham keeping the Blyth players marked very well. But here's a chance. Smith has room to put a cross in. Puts it into Comer and it's a goal! Just like that, against the run of play. Connor Comer scores his 17th goal of the season with another assist by George Smith. Wow, great stuff. Hard to say that we deserved that, because Oldham are certainly the more deserving team of a goal at this stage of the game, but we will take that. Hilton saving that free kick from Oldham there. And so far, Blyth, one shot, one goal. Hard to see us holding on to this lead, though. Gordon now for Oldham to Lee. Shot blocked. Lee again. Gets a shot away this time, but Hilton saves. Lazy said somebody needs a raise. We can't afford to give him a raise. We can maybe give him a free pencil. Clark taking the ball away from the Oldham winger there. But unfortunately his pass was poorly placed. And Oldham are on the attack once again. 37 minutes of football played in this match in the Sky Bet League 2. Now Comer on the counter with captain Ben Hinchcliffe. Oh, he should have gone for a cross, but Cartwright got a foot in and made the tackle, and that went out for a Blyth corner. Now Navarro will take that, sends it into the box, looking for Comer. Well defended by Oldham, but Perry picks up the loose ball. Fouled by, I think it was, who was that? I didn't quite catch who it was. I think it was Collins, though, of Oldham. And apparently the free kick was uninspiring, as there's no highlight for that. Half-time now, and unbelievably, against the run of play, Blyth are winning 1-0 in this league match, courtesy of Connor Comer's goal and George Smith's assist. We've had one shot on target in 45 minutes of football, and we scored. Shocking. Right, yeah, let's go with Tony's plan. Give him a morale boost. George Smith, good challenge there to bring that Oldham attack to an end. If there's anything more I'm missing in the analysis, no, I'm fine with this. A lot of action down this right side for Oldham. Okay, Duncan with a goal kick. Played upfield. Heaton picks it up for Blyth. Deep in our half, and Hilton receives the back pass. Pembe now with room to run. Switches play up, finds Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe shoots first time, and there's goal number 2. Can you believe it? Ben Hinchcliffe goes for a cartwheel to celebrate. Goal number 9 for Ben Hinchcliffe. 9 games played, 9 goals scored for the captain. And perhaps we should have been playing him right from the start of the season, because he is certainly showing he deserves a place in the side still. Assist by Dougie Nyapembe. Those wing backs, Nyapembe and George Smith, do great things for our side and for this strategy. It is important to make sure you've got some good quality in those positions. Smith trying to find Navarro, but he fails. And the ball comes out to Longridge. Perry will take it away from him though. Now Heaton, Clark, Comer. Crosses, looking for Hinchcliffe, but defender gets it away, and now Ramazani making a brilliant run for Oldham all the way up that right flank and eventually putting a cross into Blood, and that was almost a goal. Hilton somehow stopping that ball on the line. But what a run from Ramazani. That was incredible. Have a look at this guy. He's from Burundi. 24-year-old Burundian international with 39 caps and 7 goals under his belt. Acceleration 17, pace 16. Wow. That explains why he managed to motor up that flank so easily. Blood tries the shot, but it's blocked. The 2 Blyth centre-backs playing well together today, keeping us safe at the back in spite of the 13 shots Oldham have had. Nyapembe now. Cross takes a deflection, but falls to Comer anyhow. And his shot opportunity bounces off a blue shirt and out for a corner kick to Blyth. Now Navarro will take that. He's going to get another chance. Picks up the loose ball. Plays it to Boone. Team looking mostly confident at this point. 10 minutes remaining and a 2-goal lead. This is the stuff of dreams. This is the result we were hoping for. I'm going to have to make a substitution, although it's very, very late on in the game. Taylor Perry is very tired. We'll bring Nexus on. We'll do a little bit of a shuffle. That's the one, is it? Yeah, that's the one we're going to go for. And anyone else I want to bring off? I would like to bring Harry Clark off as well, but I only have one midfielder to substitute with Nyapembe on 64. Nah, they can last the rest of the game, the remaining players. So we'll just make that one change. Sean Nexus Morrissey coming on in place of Perry. Three minutes of added time. 3 minutes to hold on to our 2-goal lead against this Oldham side. Hilton gathering the ball at the back, and look at what happens in the league table. If this result stands, we will still be in 5th, However, we are now only 1 point behind Oldham in the table and 3 points behind Tranmere. So as soon as one of those teams makes an error and we win, we've still got that hope of reaching an automatic promotion place. Blyth playing nice and safe at this point, but Hinchcliffe managing to pick up that goal kick. Nexus now to Navarro, and oh my God, it's a third goal in added time. What a counter. I mean, it looks to me like Oldham are going all out to try to score, and they've left themselves weak at the back, but Hinchcliffe there getting on the end of that ball, that long ball sent upfield. Nexus doing really well to make that pass to Navarro, and another goal for Blyth. 3-0. I mean, on paper, this does not look like a 3-0 game in our favour. But that's what the score sheet says, and that's what we're taking. 3 points, 3 goals from this game. All 3 of our strikers scoring in the end. Comer, Hinchcliffe and Navarro. And George Smith once again picking up player of the match thanks to the assists made. Naya Pembe doing well as well, getting an 8.7 rating. He also made an assist. So what a game that was in the end. What a game. Stretching our goal difference as well. Another 3-goal game. Another victory. And if things stand as they were looking before the end of that match, we will only be 1 point behind Oldham now. There it is, 1 point behind Oldham and 3 points behind Tranmere. And not only 3 points behind Tranmere, but only 3 points behind Southend as well. So either of those teams making an error could see us move into an automatic promotion spot. Wow, things are looking good. Rearguard action provides memorable Spartans victory. And yeah, I was right to highlight that our defenders were doing good things for us. In that game, they did keep those goals out in that first half, and it could have been a very different match if they hadn't defended so well. Yeah, there's no difficulty rating in this game, Lazy. He's saying Doyle's prepping for MechWarrior 5, so he set the difficulty to noob secretly so he can look good at the end. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, no, there's no difficulty rating besides the team that you pick, and we picked a team right at the very bottom of the playable leagues. So that is the equivalent of going maximum difficulty compared to, you know, if you pick Man City or Chelsea, who have got all the money in the world. Right, Alex Hunt is unhappy, and I'm going to have to talk to him. That's a shame. Okay, he was happy with just me saying, hey, do you want to chat? He's like, no, it's all good. Fine. Off you go then. Okay, 2 away matches coming up now. This is where we could slip up because the fixtures are tight once more. And we're not going to be able to put our best side out against Stockport at all. Both of these teams are in strong league positions. They're going to be tough to beat. Cheltenham in 6th, Stockport in 7th. Oh, dear. Tony's gone. He's gone and left us. F's in chat for Tony. Tony, this is fine. McQuaid has finally left the club. Spent quite a few seasons as our assistant manager. Let's go look at his history. Where is it? Career stats? Is that going to show it? Oh no, that shows his footballing career. Don't want his footballing career. I want his staff career. Well, it's not going to show us that apparently. But he has been with us for several seasons. There we go. So, very disappointing to see him go. Very disappointing. See if it's on information. No, I can't find it. There should be somewhere where I can see it, but it's not showing up. But anyway, take it from me. You know he's been with the club for a long time. I'll say I wish him the very best of luck, and I think he'll be a tremendous success. Because, you know, everything's always fine in the world of Tony. This is fine, McQuaid. But that has left a hole in our team. In our backroom team. So I need to sign a new assistant manager, which means going for a staff search. Might not be the most thrilling thing to watch, but I have to do it. I need one. So let's go edit the search. We need an assistant manager. Let's pick the attributes. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Assistant manager. I don't know if we'll be able to find one as good as Tony, to be honest. That's why I kept him for so long. He's good quality signing for our level. All right, now then, let's see. Let's up that a little. And that a little. And that a little. Okay, seems we've narrowed it down to Halifax's assistant manager, Matthew Kilgannon. Kilgallen. Sorry, pronouncing his name wrong there. So he's a former player as well. He's got man management 13, judging player ability 15, judging potential 12. He's also a very good tactical coach, and a good fitness coach, and a good defensive coach. This guy's amazing. We can improve on Tony, it seems, but only if this guy will actually sign for the club. So I'm going to offer him what he's asking for. Does he want promotion from the Sky Bet League 2? He wants a bonus if we get out of League 2. Yeah, fine, mate. Have a bonus. I don't mind. Go for a maximum contract length because I like the look of this guy. See if I can get away with removing wave club compensation for managerial role. Let's suggest these terms. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. Come on. Come on. Let's get this Matthew Kilgallen in. Lazy says, say hi to the new improved Tony. I'm going to have to get used to a new name. For a long time, he's probably going to stick in my head as Tony, isn't he? Let's see what Tony says. Nope, not Tony anymore. He's gone. He's left us. Gone to Filed. They are a club in the Vanarama National, I believe. Last I checked. So if he does well, they might find themselves in the same division as us. Let's check. Yeah, they're 9th in the Vanarama National right now. So let's see how well Tony does. See if he gets him promoted. I mean, our good relationship with Tony could come in handy if I happen to see any of these players that I want to get my grubby little fingers on. Like Timmy Sebawali, for example. Remember scouting him out. He is on our shortlist. Perhaps Tony will be more amenable to doing a deal with us since we used to work together. But I haven't got any financial room for signing anyone at the moment. We're in dire straits financially, so we'll be laying off the signings. Well, down to 83k in the red now. Not too bad. We are making progress back towards the black, but very slowly. Cheltenham up next. Big game away. We will be playing the first team though. Hilton, Smith and Hinchcliffe all making team of the week. Hinchcliffe is definitely going to be clinging on to his place in the side. Titov, or Titov, however you want to pronounce it. He plays for Stockport and his rating is looking pretty good. Oh, he's a no-nonsense fullback. That's not what I want. I prefer a wing-back. He like at wing-back. Oh, actually, he can handle wing-back. He can handle wing-back just fine. I'm going to keep scouting this guy. He looks like a potential future signing. Excellent. He's agreed terms. So we have to pay 11k compensation. Ouch, that's going to sting a bit. But we've hardly spent our transfer budget, so, you know, hopefully the club won't mind too much. Cavallo joins ABF, finally, in January. I thought we sold Cavallo ages ago. He must just be sitting in our reserves waiting for that transfer to go through then. Cavallo was our first and only Brazilian that we've ever had so far. See if Kilgallen has got any recommendation for signings. You never know, he might spot someone good for us. Cheltenham are clear favourites in this match. That's bad news. That is bad. Oh, Dan Maguire, he's talking about us. What's he doing these days? Oh, he's now a scout. He's now a very, very, very rubbish scout. Nobody's going to give you a job with those stats, Dan. Sorry, buddy. Dan Maguire has retired from his footballing career. Decided to pursue life as a scout. How the mighty have fallen, says Catch. Right. Oh, no. Grimes has got a bruised knee. Leave him to the physio for 1 to 2 days. That sucks. We've got a match tomorrow, and looks like we're not going to be able to use Grimes. No. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. Staff responsibilities. Quick. I don't want to be doing all that. Right. Tactical briefings. Assistant manager. Press conferences. Assistant manager. New signing. Press conference. Assistant manager. Tunnel interviews. Assistant manager. Opposition instructions. Assistant manager. Manage friendly matches. We'll do that. Player search advice. Andy Scott. Coach report advice. Yeah. And auto picking team selections. Adrian Eaton Collins is still the best for that, apparently. Okay, well, we'll leave him on that. Confirm. And let's just sort the backroom advice as well. Just in case there's any better guys for the jobs. No, that all looks fine. All right, good stuff. Must respond. Yeah, hand over to assistant manager. Don't want to be bothering with that stuff. That's a whole extra layer of tactical messing about that you can do in this game that I just don't want to be dealing with. It ends up being too much clicking and messing about and not enough football matches if you handle everything this game has to offer. But it can be as in-depth as you want, pretty much. There's a lot of a high level of detail to this football managing simulator if you want it. Master of delegation, says Catch. Yep, that's right. That is how good management is done, right? Just know the right people to delegate the right tasks to. Right, so yeah, Grimes is not available. Well, I mean, we could play him, but I'm not gonna. Not while he's recovering from a knee injury. We could make that a lot worse. So Lewis Smith gets a game. And that's no big loss. Smith is a decent player. And aside from that, I'm going to keep this team. So let's get this show on the road. Lazy says, that's what management is. If you don't delegate, management is micromanagement. I totally agree. Or not management at all. Yeah, totally agree. Oh dear, don't send him off. It's less than a minute. Oh, I thought we were going to have Captain Hinchcliffe sent off in the first 15 seconds of the game there. That had me very worried. But we got away with it. Not even a yellow card, so relief for now. Boone to Clark. Clark with a cheeky back heel to Perry. Now Smith to the other Smith. Comer with the header, and that's 1-0 to Blyth. Connor Comer with his 18th goal of the season. Assist by George Smith. And we are ahead in this game. Away match against Cheltenham. Lewis Smith to George Smith. The two Smiths linking up well to help provide this goal. And then Comer's header with the finish. Nice, lovely stuff. Cheltenham are fired up by the feedback their manager just gave them. And look at that, Blyth move up to 4th position. But plenty of time for that to change. There we are, enjoy it while it lasts. Ahead of Oldham. Lewis Smith with a poor pass there. Francis intercepts for Cheltenham, plays it back to his keeper. Walker. Good control and good pass to Jones. Oof. Is that Meisner in the middle there? Number 10 for Cheltenham taking a shot. It was saved. That will be a corner for Cheltenham. Francis takes it. Austin picks up the loose ball. No, he chooses to let it go out since that's another corner for Cheltenham. Tense moments here for Blyth at the back. Boone heads away. Walker to Francis. Austin. Meisner. Pembe heads away only as far as Lewis. Lewis with a poor shot there though. No power to that at all. And Hilton gathers it comfortably. All right, let's go for a demand more. There were some hairy moments there at the back. Hinchcliffe. The Boone. Now Clark, Perry. Navarre. Pembe out wide. Gets across into the box, but bounced away. Blyth still in possession though, still on the attack here, just patiently waiting for an opening right now. Smith finds one, gets the ball to Hinchcliffe, but unfortunately the captain is offside, and that will be a free kick to Cheltenham. I keep wanting to say Chelmsford for some reason. Cheltenham. Or Cheltenham. Right. Team looking fairly positive. Ratings not too bad, pretty average for some though. I think Jordan Boone is making a lot of errors. That's concerning for a centre-back. And Heaton is now on a yellow card. This is a definite area of weakness this time around. Our two centre-backs. I might have to do something about that. We do have Elsdon on the bench, waiting for an opportunity, but certainly not going to make a substitution in the first half. Heaton with the throw to Comer. Lewis Smith to Clark. Now George Smith on the left. Room for a cross. No, it's blocked. Now Maguire for Cheltenham. Plays it to May. Is that Mayer? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm going to go with Mayer. What on earth is happening there? There we have it. That was some serious defensive disaster at the back. Let me see that again. So yeah, I've decided Meyer playing that long ball forward, getting it to Walker, and then oh, what on earth was that? Oh, it looks like Perry tried to clear it away and smashed the ball into Lewis. It took a deflection off him and went into the net. And yeah, Heaton is now playing a 5.9. That was unfortunate, to be honest. But George Smith was the man that made that sliding tackle attempt that was the beginning of the end of that disaster. Yeah, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. So it's now 1-1. We're drawing against Cheltenham, and that loses us our 4th spot in the league table. And I think we're going to make a substitution early in this second half. We'll take the yellow-carded Josh Heaton off. He is having a terrible game. And we'll bring on Elsdon. Homer to Perry. Lewis Smith with a shot. What a shot it was as well. Like a rocket. Into the bottom left corner of the goal. Lewis Smith scoring only his 2nd goal of the season there. And what a midfielder's goal that was. A lovely, powerful, long shot effort from Lewis Smith there. Controls, turns, shoots, and bang, there it is. And Blyth are in the lead again now. The score is 2-1 in this away game against Cheltenham. The substitution has been made. Matthew Elsdon is on the field. And hopefully things will get a little bit better at the back. Boom, though, playing a 6.3. It's a little bit concerning, but I don't have a second centre-back. I can't really do anything about that. Still only a 1-goal lead, though. This is certainly not what I would consider to be under control, but we do have a counter-attack here as Kola picks the ball up and makes a surging run. He beats one. Can he beat another? Oh, he makes across to Clark. Clark's there, wide open. And what an unfortunate shot that was from Clark. He's absolutely skied it. I think he knocked the International Space Station out of orbit with that attempt. Clark, chance to redeem himself, fails miserably. And now Cheltenham are on the attack. Austin with a header. Hilton saves it though. Safe hands at the back from the Blyth keeper. "20 minutes remain in this match. 2-1 is the scoreline. Blyth Spartans fighting hard to be on the better side of this result for now, but anything can happen in the next 15 minutes. Ball comes forward for Cheltenham. Meyer in the box. Dong Dahi with the shot, and it was harder for him to miss than it was to score there, but somehow Joe Hilton made a spectacular save. That will be a corner. Saved again by Hilton. He is on form right now, playing a 7.3, doing great things at the back for Blyth, allowing us to just about keep hold of this 1-goal lead. I think Naya Pembe is going to need to come off. Perry to Naya Pembe, possibly his last kick of the game. Plays it to Comer. Comer to Clark. Why is Clark on the end of all the shots today? He's not doing well with them. Right, it's time for a substitution. Naya Pembe has run his legs off this game, so we're going to bring on Kebby. And who else do we want to change? I'd love to take Jordan Boone off, but I simply can't. There's nobody that can play there. Okay, that's all we're doing. That is all we're doing. 6 minutes of normal time left to play. There is still time for Cheltenham to score another goal back as Meyer runs through, takes a shot. Hilton gets a hand to it, and it goes out for a corner. Tilt takes a corner. Hilton makes another save. I can't believe his rating is only 7.3 right now. It should be so much higher. Hinchcliffe off the post. Oh, What an opportunity that was. It does look like today will be the game where Hinchcliffe loses his goal a game record at the moment. Walker with a cross into the box. It's dangerous. Austin with a shot. Hilton again with another save. Elston at the back to Perry. Play it safe, lads. Play it safe. Hilton. Less than a minute to go. Hinchcliffe to Perry. And Lewis Smith. Clark. Out wide to Kebby. Fresh legs. At right wing back. Puts a cross in. Headed away by Cheltenham's Russell, though. Oh, what on earth was that, Hinchcliffe? Oh, that's a red. Oh, that's a relief. He only got a yellow. That was absolute filth, though. Absolute filth. He was nowhere near the ball. Just completely took the man down. Ben Hinchcliffe. I don't know how he got away with just a yellow for that. But he did. Lewis Smith getting player of the match for Blyth. And we win 2-1, which I believe will put us fourth in the table. Lazy says Hinchcliffe is mad about losing his goal a game streak. Yeah, let's put it down to that. But that was absolute filth from him, though. And that was a close game, but we got the win. A very important win as well. And let's have a look at the league table. We are fourth. 1 point behind Southend. Goal difference of plus 23. And Tranmere have moved up the table a little bit more. We're still 3 points behind them. But either of these two teams we could overtake as soon as they make a mistake and lose and we win. But we have another tough game next. And we'll be playing Stockport County away. Only 1 day to recover, unfortunately, from the match we've just played. So we're going to have to go for a rotation in the team. And I'm very concerned about the result in this next game. Connor Comer training 9.95. Wow, that's incredible. He's in a real good point in his career. He's making leaps and bounds in his ability as a footballer. He's league top goal scorer. He's having a great time. And long may it continue, I say. Right, so yeah, into the next game. And this is it's going to be a rough one. We do have time to recover after this match. I might play some of my more tired players. We'll just have to see what kind of state they're in. I'm feeling like most of the team might end up being rotated, sadly. Means playing a weaker side against what is a tough team. We can only hope that they're in the same position as we are. Sixth in the table, Stockport County. And another away match. And they are 4 points behind us in the league. So they've got everything to play for. We are a team they're going to be wanting to beat. And then a week later, we've got the Aston Villa game in the FA Cup third round. I'm excited about that. Not because I think we're going to win it. I don't think we're going to win it. But because I'm excited to see how much money we'll get from that fixture. and whether it will fix our finances, at least temporarily. So Stockport are clear favourites for this game. That's not surprising. Then again, Cheltenham were favourites in that last match, and we did manage to overcome the odds and win in spite of them. But that was with a fresh and healthy first team. This time, we are not going to have that. This Titov guy, he is shaping up to be quite a good player. 92% recommendation and 80% knowledge on this guy. And look, he's better than Naya Pembe. Makes for a good wing back. Oh, I'd love to sign that guy. Not going to happen this season, though. Transfer window, as you can see, is opening on the 1st of January. But we won't be having any activity in that window, except for maybe selling some players. If anyone comes forward for some of my reserves. Okay, so Stockport are in inconsistent form. Ours is strong. We're on a 4-game winning streak right now. Let's hope Stockport don't bring that to an end, eh? So Harrison Devine is still out with his twisted ankle, but we've got a lot of tied players here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's not great, is it? Okay. Kebby. I think we can get away with keeping Boone on. Smith for Wall. Oh, actually, hold on. Is Cavana ready? Nah, he's not. 30 minutes of football. Yeah, no, he's definitely not ready. The midfield is going to be rough. That's going to be hard to sort out. We can put Grimes in. Gonna have to be Makepeace there. And I need Smith out. I think Bert Morrison should be available. Yep, Bert Morrison can play. Okay, so very weakened midfield. Defence, I've managed to keep Heaton and Boone both on. Might actually trade Boone out for Elston. Let's do that. Now, the attackers. Comer can stay, I think. 90% is just about enough. But Navarro and Hinchcliffe. I think Navarro's going to have to be benched. So we'll put Brown on. I'm going to try keeping Hinchcliffe on 88. We can take Hinchcliffe off at some point in the fixture if we need to. I'll make pieces only on 86. Oh, that sucks. I'll have another option. Not really. No, okay. Makepeace is going to have to make do. And I have to have Nexus on the bench for the homegrown requirement. Yeah, so where we're weakest, unfortunately, is going to be in our midfield for this fixture. And that's really not a place you want to be weak. A lot of battles are won and lost in the midfield area, but it is what it is. We've got to make do. Richie says, hi there, do you know how to use the Football Manager editor? I've not used the editor on this version of Football Manager. I have used it on last year's Football Manager. And as far as I'm aware, it's really straightforward. It just adds extra icons on your screen. You just click what you want to do with, click on the icons and do what you want to do with it. But I haven't used it on this version at all. So I don't know what they might have changed since the last one. Okay, 10 minutes in. Stockport are in possession in the Blyth half. Wood puts a cross into the box to Povda, and that is a goal. Ian Carlo Povda, or Poveda, scoring his 8th goal of the season, putting Stockport 1-0 up in this match against Blyth, and not the start we want to this game at all. Oh, Hilton maybe could have done better there, but it was a tough one to save. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I've never tried anything like that, Richie. So I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I mean, all I ever changed in the past with the editor was simple stuff like kits, like really minor things. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just done something I did not mean to do. Don't want to up the long balls even more. We're already playing pretty much long ball strategy as it is. Right, club looking, most of the team looking motivated right now. Makepeace already getting tired. Approaching half time though. Stockport are frustrated. We've got a corner kick. Grimes to the head of Heaton, and then Ben Hinchcliffe scoring his 10th goal of the season. We've got an equaliser before half time, and that gives us light at the end of the tunnel in this fixture. We expected a tough time with so many tired players having to be left out of the game, and Stockport were giving us a tough time, but that equaliser gives us some positivity before the half-time whistle. No worries, Richie. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Save's going well. We're in our first season in Sky Bet League 2 and currently sitting 5th in the table in a playoff position, which is fantastic for our first season in this division. But I'm chasing for an automatic promotion place. That's what I really want, because we do not have a good history with playoffs. We tend to lose them. So playoff finals are not something I want to see another one of in this career. All right, it's time to go prove a point. New assistant manager Matthew Kilgallen seems to do a better job than Tony so far. Not missing Tony, this is fine, McQuaid right now, are we? And here we are in the second half. Can we turn this scoreline around into a win, or at the very least, can we cling on to a 1-1 draw against this tough Stockport side? Hinchcliffe now with a free kick right on the edge of the 18-yard box, hits the wall. Elsdon picks up the loose ball, plays it back to Hinchcliffe. Now to Heaton. Morrison. Luke Wall loses the ball to Poveda. Long run from that man. Eventually Heaton clearing the ball out of the Blyth box, getting it upfield to Comer, who's trying to outsmart his man, but unfortunately fails in the end. Some concerning performances up front here. A couple of 6.3s, we've got some 6.4s in midfield. Heaton's having a good game though on a 7.0. A ball came off the post there. Scary, scary moments for Blyth at the back. Time for a demand more, I think. Oh, nice. Richie says, I've a Clyde save where I've pumped money into the Scottish Leagues and I'm currently sitting in 3rd. Awesome. On my 3rd season, but can't get out of League One. Oh, it gets like that sometimes. It took me a couple of seasons to get out of the Vanarama North, and then I got stuck in the Vanarama National for several seasons, and that's where I kept losing the playoff finals at Wembley, or getting knocked out in the earlier stages of the playoffs. That happened one time as well. Eventually I got out, and so I'm hoping to make up for lost time by only spending a single season in this Sky Bet League 2. But sometimes you just get stuck, don't you? Right, that's concerning. Wall must have just taken some kind of knock. Makepeace is also very tired right now. I think it's time to make some substitutions. So Makepeace is going to have to come off. Morrissey's going on. Let's get that done. Yeah, okay. And Luke Wall for George Smith. It's a shame I can't swap one of these strikers because 6.3 is simply appalling for this stage of the match. So I've got one more substitution, but just kind of want to hold on to it a little bit longer in case of any injuries. Okay, now's the time. Now's the time. Right, let's get Eddie Brown off and Navarro on. Go out there and make a difference. Last substitute of the match. Last chance to see if we can snatch a win from this fixture. And last chance to demand more. Been a pretty even game. And honestly, I'll be happy to take a point from an away fixture against Stockport right now. Less than a minute to go. George Smith makes a mistake. McIntyre-Mackin gets the ball away. Good tackle in the box by Heaton. Glad he's performing well today. Rescued us a few times at the back. And now we're down to 15 seconds. Just got to hold on to this, boys. It's a little bit longer. Heaton to Morrison. Heaton again. The crowd's booing. And there is the final whistle. The score is 1-1 away to Stockport. And, I mean, they had the better end of the stats, it's fair to say, at the end there. We did well to hold on to a draw, I think. And Ben Hinchcliffe, the captain, scoring the only goal for Blyth in Carlo Pavida for Stockport. Player of the match went to him as well. He was definitely a consistent threat to our goal. But luckily Josh Heaton was performing well at the back, as well as Joe Hilton. Yeah, I'm going to tell him that was disappointing. Yeah, I like this new assistant so far. It's giving good advice. So we take a point from that fixture. And I'm happy to do that because, you know, we had to play a weakened side. It was only 1 day of rest after our previous fixture before having to play that one. So I'm not going to complain about that result. And as you can see in the table, we are well within reach. Well within reach of an automatic promotion spot still. 26 games played. So we've got everything to play for. Who've we got next? Right, so Villa in the Cup. I'll play a reserve team for that. I'm not going to play my first team for that. I'm not going to beat Aston Villa in the FA Cup with a League Two team. That's ridiculous. But I want them as fit as they could possibly be for this match against Tranmere Rovers. Tranmere are second in the table right now on 48 points. Now, we are on 46 points, only 2 points behind them. So a win would allow us to move ahead of Tranmere in the table, possibly all the way up to second, depending on how Southend and Oldham's results go. Okay. So take that advice. You know what I haven't set up since we've got the new assistant manager? Training. Just reminded me. Have a look at the coaching. So Kilgallen is great at tactical, so I can drop that duty on Doyle. Means I get a little bit better at doing other stuff. Goalkeeping coach, fine. Fitness, strength and quickness, fine. The moment Doyle is doing absolutely everything else. Do we bringing in a technical coach for defending? Maybe I'll just leave Kilgallen doing that. I mean, the technical is the same as if I'd left Doyle on it, and giving Doyle one less duty hopefully will lift the ability of lift the ratings for the rest. That'll do me for now. It's enough fiddling with that. Okay, short list of players nearing end of contract. Quite a few there. Order them by ability. Connor Ogilvie. That's a wing back. Let's re-scout him. Jamie Horton Finch. Central midfielder. Mazzala. Can he play as a standard central midfielder? He can to a degree. Okay, let's check him out again. Just make sure because I mean these are quite old scout reports. See what they're like relative to the players that we have now. Kai Ackley. Now, Kai Ackley played for us on loan for a couple of seasons. And he was a great player to have. Let's see if we can get him. Give him another scout as well. And we'll leave it there. The rest, I guess, too much time has passed. I can't be bothered to scout all of them. Right, Blyth contract set to expire. Ah, crap. Well, I guess I'll be doing that off stream. Still 6 months to go. Have a look. Lewis Smith, Kieran Feeney, Joe Hilton. I mean, those three for a start are all players I definitely want to keep hold of. But we don't have very much room on our wage budget for wage increases, so I'm going to have to try to push the wage bill down a little bit. So severely reduced pay all round. See what we can get away with. But there's always one or two players that insist on a raise. There are a lot of players I can afford to let go, though. Oh, Nexus, I can't afford to let him go. He's my only homegrown player, and my youth system is so appalling. I'm never going to get anyone even close to his ability. Not this side of the next decade, I don't think. So he might not be an amazing player, but he's amazing for us, for our youth system. Right, Smith making team of the week there. Good stuff. Phil Gallen suggests James for transfer window. Tom James is a fullback playing at Yeovil. Can kind of play wing back. Looks all right. All right, let's scout this guy out. And Tyler Felwick as well. What are you? Central midfielder. Inconsistent when presented with chances. I don't like the sound of that. Finishing 1 to 4. Jesus. I mean, there's bad and then there's that. Well, we'll scout him anyhow. Let's see. He might be really amazing in every other respect. So we'll see. We'll put a little bit of trust in our new assistant manager. He's been doing well for us with the team talks so far anyway, so I'm pleased to see that. Certainly an improvement on old Tony. Kebby is out with a bruised ankle. Fine, he'll get over it. I'm still very interested in this guy. Who else wants him? Birmingham, Plymouth, and Swindon. Yeah, we're not going to get him, are we? He's going to get signed to a division above us by the looks of things. Transfer window now open. But as I said, we're not going to be signing anyone. We haven't got the wage budget. I'm concerned even about being able to afford to contract up my current players. Cavallo is finally gone. Denilson Cavallo, the only Brazilian we've ever had. Unfortunately, very much outclassed now, and we're no longer using the attacking midfielder centre position, so he's become surplus to requirements, and he has gone to ABF. Right, Eddie Brown. Yep, it's time he's back up. Sangare. Oh yeah, Sangare's definitely not needed now. Yeah, sorry mate. You were a good servant to the club while we had you, but you are simply outclassed now. Alex Hunt should be transfer listed, should he? I don't know. His stats are all right. I'm going to keep hold of him for now. He has played some fixtures so far this season. All right. Let's take this advice. So, Aston Villa in the FA Cup third round. What a fixture. Looking forward to that. And here we are, 155k in the red right now. That's changed a fair bit since we last looked at it. And we are definitely in need of some cash from this FA Cup game. But as I said, we will be playing a full squad rotation side for this. First team are going to be kept fit and healthy, ready for that Tranmere Rovers match in the league on Tuesday, and that's the most important fixture to me. This is just a nice bonus for a little bit of cash, but that league match is where it's all at. All right, who are you? Oh yes, we were looking at you, weren't we? Are you completely scouted yet? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, well, you're on the short list. Let's acknowledge that. He's 100% scouted as well. Doesn't enjoy big matches. Fairly susceptible to injuries. Inconsistent performer. Yeah, no thanks. No. Basically, you can get off my short list. You're a liability. Discard. Right, Kayak Elite. He's still looking good, isn't he? Though he's inconsistent, but a lot of positives. And most of all, he's used to the club, knows the players, spent a season or two with us before. He's going to make an inquiry. I'm not going to do anything about it if they want money for him. Josh Dolling is wanting to move on. Oh, he's happy to stay now. I was just about to say it might be for the best for him. Not for the best for us necessarily. I like to keep him hanging around just in case I ever need him on a rainy day. But he's never really broken into the first team on a full-time basis, and we have had him a long time at the club now. I think we signed him in the first or second season. It was really early on anyway, and he's pretty much always been a reserve. Easy win predicted for Aston Villa. No surprises there. Henderson eligible for professional contract. There you go. That's the kind of thing that comes out of our youth system. What is that? What is that? You'd be better off playing cricket. KG press conference from Kilgallen. Okay. Not really surprising going into a game against the likes of Aston Villa. Can't blame him. Right, Coma training really well again. Okay, time for a save. Get some drink in me and prepare for this FA Cup game. All right, bring it on, Villa. We got this. Who else we got here? Don't think I want anyone. Yeah, let's make everyone unavailable for the under-23s because I want players fit. They want 230k for him. Okay, yeah, no. Not happening. We'll keep an eye on Acolyte, and the intention is to sign him when his contract runs out. I just want it in his head that there was interest from my club. Just so that he holds off on signing a contract for his current club. Right, here we go. Right, full rotation. What the keepers? Right, Kebby, Elsdon, McGahey, Wall. Is Thingamajig Cavana ready? Let's give Cavana a game. We'll have Wall on the bench just in case. Noya Pembe can be on the bench. Actually, no, I might just leave him off the bench. Let's put Egan. Yeah, we'll keep Egan on. Right. Midfield, make peace. We'll sort that out in a sec. Let's just make sure these are all good. Smith, Morrison, Naby. Okay. Feeney in at false 9. Not what I want. Oh, actually, hold on. None of these options are good. I need a false 9. Crap. It's gonna have to be Brown, I think. Am I going to play Hinchcliffe, or do I want to save Hinchcliffe for the Tranmere game? I think I want to save Hinchcliffe. So, what are my options? I have quite a few of them. Let's play Gomez. Okay, right, so that's that done. Just got to sort out my subs now. So we've got Dolling on the bench. Who else do I want on the bench? We could put Mintus on the bench. All right, so apart from my goalkeeper, absolutely everybody on the field and on the bench are all reserves as far as I can tell. Yeah, apart from Hilton. That'll be okay. Yeah, we're going to go with this. So prepare yourselves for a drubbing by Aston Villa. But we're just in this for the money. We'll take the loss. We'll take the cash. And then we will go and play Tranmere in the league with our first team. Go prove a point. Yeah, sure. Go for it, guys. Do your best. Anwar El Ghazi picking up a knock early on. Right midfielder for Aston Villa might have to come off at some point. But Morrison getting a yellow card. Right, Oliveira with a free kick for Aston Villa. Plays it to Asai Samuel. Bounces off the defence. Villa still in possession though. Oh, Smith steals the ball away. Running up the right flank now. Unopposed. Lewis Smith. Can he put a cross in? Gets it to Gomez. Gomez with the header. Forcing a save there from Bentley. Interesting. There might be a chance of a goal for Blyth in this game against Aston Villa. It's given us a glimmer of hope anyway. Still expecting to lose this. Oh, Bert Morrison's off. He is clearly off. Second yellow card inside of 13 minutes. Bert Morrison, you absolute wally. What are you doing? So, what now? What now? I think Eddie Brown will go advance forward. Virgil Gomez going to have to drop into midfield and be replaced by Makepeace. Well, there's no hope for us now. Less than 15 minutes of the match, and we're down to 10 men. Although, stranger things have happened. We did win a game last session when we only had 9 men. We somehow managed to scrape a win with our long ball counter-attacking strategy. But I do feel like it's very unlikely at this point. Against a championship level side, we are only just recently promoted up to League 2. I think they're going to be all over us like a rash from now on in. And that is the beginning of it. Carlin Grant scoring an easy goal there to put Aston Villa ahead 1-0. Less than 2 minutes after that red card. And Aston Villa have scored. Now, you might be thinking, why are you still on attacking? Because in the past, that has actually paid off. Unusually, so I'm reluctant to drop to anything defensive right now. I think if I concede a second goal, then I will have to make a change. But I still want a chance of scoring. But if I can take this to a second fixture, you know, that'll be even more money, but very unlikely to occur now. Bert Morrison, the causer of all our problems in this game. 2 yellow cards in under 13/14 minutes, whatever it was. What an absolute idiot. The Villa players are looking disinterested. We're looking focused. Go for another demand more. But we are approaching half-time now. Elliot Kebby picking up a yellow. And Samir Nabi also on a yellow card. Now, not to worry. This is a match we're expecting to lose, so I'm not gonna be upset about the result. I just want to see how much money we get for it at the end of this fixture. Elsdon picking up a yellow as well. It is all about the next match against Tranmere. That's what matters. The league game against, on last check, second place Tranmere. that will possibly allow us to leap past them in the league table and take an automatic promotion spot, depending on how well the results go. But here we go, a corner for Aston Villa. And there is goal number 2, Liam Moore. So we are going to switch to cautious. We're going to demand more. See if that makes any difference, but 10 men and 2 goals down. I can't see a League 2 side in that position scoring even a single goal against the Championship side. The odds are well and truly against us as we hit half-time. Yeah, all right, whatever, we'll go with that team talk. I don't think anything we say at this point is going to change things. Make peace. Make it a foul there in midfield. Well, we can at least be proud of the fact that we managed to put a shot on target against them. That's some kind of achievement. And I thought after seeing that, wow, we might even be able to get a goal against them. And that being said, though, that was before we got the red card. And everything has changed since then. Good block. Brown now with a chance to counter-attack for Blyth. Oh, good tackle there. And that puts it out for a throw-in. No, goal number 3. Goal number 3. All right, let's go very defensive. Screw it. Operation, keep as many goals out as possible now. We're 3-0 down. 58 minutes played. Third goal coming from an Aston Villa corner. Doyle Hayes with a great shot there. I mean, that was a cracking effort into the top left corner of the Blyth goal. All credit to him for that. Vanna is going to get on the end of that switch. Can't put a good cross in, unfortunately. Now Woodrow has another chance for Aston Villa. Saved by Hilton. Oliveira with the corner. So I say Samuel. Oliveira again. More. That's the end of that. And roll on the end of this match. Makepeace picking up a yellow card now. 4 yellow cards for Blyth players on the field. 2 for a Blyth player off the field. We've had a total of 6 yellow cards this game, if you count the second yellow for Morrison before he received a red. So we're probably going to get some kind of fine at the end of this as well. Not really what we want. We're hoping this will be a game where we make a good chunk of money. A fine will obviously take away from that. 8 minutes left to play. And we picked up another yellow card. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Demand more. Heavy on a 6.2. I'm not making substitutions. I'm just keeping all the players that are my first team players are not even on the bench here, and I'm just giving these guys a run to stretch their legs, really. These reserves. I'm not going to worry about taking anyone off. I don't think it's going to change the result. It's a 3-0 loss against Aston Villa in the FA Cup third round. Predictable, not surprising, but definitely a result that was sullied by Bert Morrison's sending off after 13 minutes. He picked up a yellow card after 6 and then another on 13 minutes, resulting in a red, and really royally screwed his club. Not that I thought we'd win this match anyhow, but we could have given Aston Villa more of a challenge, I feel, if we didn't have to play it with 10 men. Never mind. That's the FA Cup game out of the way. We're out of that tournament now, and we can fully focus on the task in hand, which is beating Tranmere Rovers in the league and hopefully moving above them. So they are third in the league table right now. And we've got some games in hand over Bradford and Oldham. So I could move up as high as second place with a victory against Tranmere. This is why we are saving our first team players for that match. Morrison's banned. Yeah, definitely getting a warning. You're an idiot. Goalless Brown worries Blyth. 9 hours without scoring. Okay. Let's have a word with Brown. Criticise recent form. I know you haven't scored many recently, but I have every faith in you to get back to scoring ways. Okay, let's see if a bit of encouragement helps him along. This Titov fella looks interesting, but he doesn't like playing in big matches. That's a negative. Stats are good, though. Look at his mental stats as well. Physical, decent. For this level. Would be a very good signing, apparently. Add him to the shortlist. So after we play Tranmere, we'll have Northampton Town the following Saturday, and they're down in 23rd, so that's second from bottom in this division. So no matter how badly things might go against Tranmere for us, we'll at least have a nice game to potentially recover from that result. Right, let's have a look at our finances after that game. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? It's not going to last long, so let's enjoy it while it's there. But that FA Cup game against Aston Villa cleared our debt, put us back in the black. We have £919 in the bank right now. But yeah, that's all going to disappear before the end of the season. We are still in one more tournament. We're still in the Checker Trade Trophy, and we have Morecambe in the next round. And I believe that is a game we can win. It does say they're favourites, but I think we can beat them. That is the only trophy that we're still in. And one that I said I don't care about at all at the start of the season. I still don't really care about winning it, but I do now care about my finances. So I want to try to get a bit more money there. The Carabao Cup. We got knocked out in the first round by Tranmere Rovers. Time for a little bit of revenge maybe in the league. Let's make them suffer. Although, honestly, I think they're going to be really tough. Like we struggle against Tranmere, as evidenced by the fact they knocked us out in the cup. We'll see how it goes though. We'll have our strongest team out. We'll do everything we can to walk away with a good result from this fixture. Okay, where are we in the table? Sorry, in the fixtures list now. Where did we start today? We started with the match against Warsaw, didn't we? Yes. Okay. And there's the Morecambe fixture. Not too long to wait for that. Only a week away. So we're slight underdogs for this fixture. Chelsea versus Colchester in the FA Cup third round. Or Colchester. They're at Sky Bet League 2 as well. They didn't stand a chance of beating Chelsea, but I bet they got a lot of money for that game. Chelsea, obviously an even bigger club than Aston Villa. Much bigger these days. That would have certainly made them some bank. Okay. It's time, Tranmere. It's time. Right, let's get the best 11 out for this. That's looking good. Brown's been disappointing, so I'm going to swap him with Navarro and then get Hinchcliffe on. We want Nexus on the bench. And now I need to get my wing back sorted, so we'll have Kebby and Wall. No, or Kavanagh. Let's have Kavanagh. There we go. You can go. And we're good, I think. Yep. Idiot check. Yep. Definitely got enough idiots. Okay, let's go. See if we can beat Tranmere. They're playing a 4-4-1-1. Interesting. Not particularly known for being an attacking formation. We are very attacking ourselves, though. Let's hope the two formations don't cancel each other out. We definitely want to see some goals, hopefully in our favour, as we kick off at Croft Park for this super important league game against Tranmere Rovers. And, good tackle by Heaton to bring the kick-off highlight possibly to a close, although Hinchcliffe is on the counter. Might not be over yet. Ball taken away from him before he could make the cross, but Clark picks up the ball on the edge of the box, plays it out wide to Naya Pembe. His cross attempt takes a deflection off the Tranmere defender, and that will be a corner for Blyth. All this, of course, just happening inside the first 2 minutes of the game. And that's a free kick for Tranmere. A bit of argy-bargy going on in the box, it seems, and Grimes picks up a yellow card. Now Maddox with a corner for Tranmere, and they immediately score. Jaden Passion with his first goal of the season, putting Tranmere 1-0 up against Blyth. You see that again. Maddox. Passion, yeah, just leapt higher than his marker. Good header, good goal for Tranmere. But bad news for Blyth and our attempt to overtake them in the table. Navarro thumping a free kick directly into the wall, and that goes out for a throw-in. Now, my demand more has resulted in the team looking pretty focused. See if we can turn this highlight into one for Blyth. Naya Pembe picking up that very stray pass from Tranmere. Comer keeps the ball in. He's being forced back into his own half. Eaton now. Naya Pembe again. Grimes. Grimes sends it far upfield, finding Hinchcliffe. He's in the box. He's got men with him. Comer's taken down. And that will be a penalty. And Connor Comer will step up to take that for Blyth. And we have a chance to equalise here. The referee approaches Grant and gives him a yellow card. It's Josh Grant of Tranmere there that fouled Comer, but unfortunately the penalty's taken and saved by Pilling, and that is very, very depressing stuff for Blyth. Connor Comer unfortunately failing to put away that penalty, and the scoreline remains 1-0 to Tranmere. And you can't help but feel like fate is conspiring against you at this point. Hinchcliffe now, though, with a free kick for Blyth. Saved by Pilling. And out for a corner. Luca Navarro. Puts it into the 6-yard box. Barnes heads away, only as far as Clark. Clark plays it to Perry. Perry looking for a pass, plays in Grimes. Now Clark in the middle, takes a shot. Bit of pinball there. But Pilling managing to gather the ball before anyone can get on that bounce and have another shot. So we're coming up for roughly 5 minutes until half time. And we are still a goal down. Coma playing a 6.0. It's unfortunately largely thanks to that missed penalty. Let's hope he recovers from that in the second half. Maddox does well to take his ball around the man there. And it is danger time for Blyth at the back there. Hilton manages a save somehow. Maddox went on a great run there, and he did have a man with him. There was a red shirt with him. He should have played it to his teammate, and that could have been 2-0 to Tranmere. But he was too greedy, went for it himself, and Hilton made the save. But so far, Tranmere are winning this game. They've had half the shots that we've had and a fair amount less possession. So I do feel a little bit hard done by right now. I'm going to go for a half-time bollocking if the team comes out with a bit of spark in their step for this next 45 minutes of football. It is now throwing it down with rain. This is the right condition for our style of play. This is what we're used to at Croft Park. Let's see if it can change our fortunes. Jacob Maddox picking up a yellow card there for Tranmere. Homer now down to a 5.9. Feel like I'm going to have to take him off, aren't I, really? Boone playing a long ball. Perhaps the last chance for Coma, this highlight. And it seems to have turned around to Tranmere. Haynes on the left. Terrible cross. It drops to Maddox, who takes a shot. Hilton saves it. And that's a free kick. Well, it's time, I feel. Connor Coma is going to have to come off. Now the question is who to bring on. Vine or Brown? Doesn't really matter, does it? Well, I think Eddie Brown is slightly stronger in the position, so we'll go with Eddie Brown. Okay, Clark also playing a 6.3, Navarro a 6.3, Hinchcliffe a 6.4, Smith a 6.4. We've got a lot of very poor performances happening right now. For Blyth, I'm going to go for a demand more. See if we can change our fortunes. But right now, at this stage of the game, we are just really looking for an equaliser against Tranmere so that they don't go further ahead of us in the league table. A loss would obviously be pretty disastrous. Now, Chandler is off the field injured, so we are currently playing against a 10-man Tranmere side. Can we take advantage of this situation and get a goal? Brown out wide to Naya Pembe. Puts the cross into the box. Brown with a header. Hinchcliffe's there and he scores. Tell me he's onside. He looks quite far offside by his final position, but it seems to be allowed. There is the equaliser. There is the equaliser we needed. Naya Pembe with the cross. Passion heading away, but Brown leaping like a salmon to head it back into the danger zone. And Hinchcliffe inside the 6-yard box, smashing it in with his left foot. And the captain has equalised for his team. Just going to take that tactical advice. And let's play on. It's now 1-1 with just under 8 minutes left to play. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Matt Johnson putting Tranmere ahead almost immediately. Throw in here. Irving plays it to Johnson. Johnson going for a cross, and somehow the cross ends up being a goal. And once again, we find ourselves behind. I'm almost at a loss for words. I'm so disappointed with that. It looks like we may well be losing this game. What a shame. After a missed penalty and a late equaliser, it looked like things might turn around for us. And then to have our hopes dashed so callously by not even a deliberate shot as well. Just a vague cross into the box that somehow ends up in the back of the net. What a disaster. Oh, and to add insult, or to add injury to insult, maybe I should say it that way around, Hinchcliffe, our captain, has picked up a red injury, potential thigh injury, and he's going to have to be brought off. And we are less than a minute before the full-time whistle when that injury's occurred as well. We are getting FM'd. It's got it in for us in this match, it seems. Well, one last attempt. We'll go very attacking. We'll go push forward. We're going for broke just to see if we can equalise, but no, it's too little too late. And on paper, I feel we should have won that. 16 shots to their 8. We had twice as many shots. More possession. More shots on target. And somehow we've still lost. Upsetting times for Blyth. Never mind. So we won't be moving into the automatic promotion spots with that result. Never mind. But as I said, we do have a recovery game. We're playing second from bottom Northampton Town next. And that's a fixture we should surely be winning. But let's have a look at the table. As things stand now, all the games in hand are played out. And we are still 2 points behind Oldham. 2 points behind Southend. So if they slip up, we can still potentially get up into third. But Tranmere are now pulling away. They're on 51 points. Bradford City, top of the league on 53. Their goal difference plus 21. Ours now plus 22. So we're definitely the two highest scoring teams in the league and least conceding. Oh, it's only a thigh strain for Ben Hinchcliffe. But yeah, there is a gulf in the points difference between Blyth and Bradford, sadly. I'll settle for third though. I don't care about winning the league. I just want an automatic promotion. And hope for that is not over yet though. But yeah, Tranmere, a tough side for us. Denying us a move up the table in that fixture at home. That was our best chance of beating them as well. And also knocking us out of the League Cup early on. Okay, Northampton next. And I think the next match will be the last one of the session. To try to do 2 more sessions of this, see if we can win promotion. I'm trying to balance the fixtures so that we can fit that in. Right, what's going on? He wants first team football. Yeah, go out on loan. There you go. That'll do. Oh, and Coventry coming up in the league as well. Nice. They're all the way down in 20th. So 2 nice league games for us in a row. where we've got good chance of taking away the 3 points. So Northampton are only being called the slight underdogs for this fixture. We are playing them away from home, but their league position tells me otherwise. I think we've got a good chance of a result there. And obviously sandwiched in between those two, what should be relatively easy league games, we have a cup game as well against Morecambe in the Checker Trade Trophy. Okay. Have I got my first team set up? Yep. Yes, I have. Okay, cool. Let's get the under-23s sorted again. Let's get all my reserves available so they don't drop in fitness. Kilgallen pleased with Taylor Perry. Nice. Okay, good. So here we go. They're in poor form. They've not won a game in the last 5. I'm going to have to swap Hinchcliffe because he's not quite fully fit after his injury. Luckily, it wasn't a long or a bad one, but we are going to have to maybe bring him on in the second half. See how that goes. Certainly not going to be able to start him this match. But the rest of the team looks fine. This will be the last match of the session. Let's hope we can finish on a high. Okay. Bring it on Northampton. So, as you can see, they are all the way down in 23rd. 22 points is all they've earned this season out of 28 games, which is appalling. On a goal difference of -11. Let's see if we can compound their misery further with a victory for Blyth away from home to Northampton Town. Smith with a corner for Blyth. Comes out to Navarro. Navarro plays it back to Nyapembe. That's the end of that highlight. Let's go for an early demand more. If we can get an early goal. Brown in the box, just about, puts a cross in. Revan heads away, but Smith nods it down to Nyapembe, who takes a shot. And that is saved by Statham. It will be a corner to Blyth. Smith will take it. Whips it in towards the penalty spot. Headed away though. Perry sends it back towards Smith. Another cross, switches it up to Brown. Brown now tries to put it into the middle. Headed away by the Northampton defence. "13 minutes played, no shots so far for Northampton. And we have had the Lions' share of the match possession so far. Things are looking pretty positive. And Northampton have picked up 2 yellow cards already, both for defenders. One for Revan and one for Facey. And then a third defender, Danny Preston, their left fullback, also picking up a yellow. Well, they're going to have to get very careful at the back now, Northampton. And that could allow us a weakness that we can exploit and maybe result in a goal for Blyth. George Smith on the left puts a cross into the box. Nyapembe, this time with an absolute rocket of a shot into the top right corner of the goal. That is his first goal of the season. I think first goal for the club even. Dougie Nyapembe is a new signing this season, the right wing back. He has provided plenty of goals. He's been doing well on the assist, but that's the first one he's scored for himself, and that was a great effort. Nice goal to score for your first in a green and white shirt. Navarro with a free kick for Blyth. Goes for a shot, aims it low, but it's just wide of the post. And now all 4 of Northampton's defenders have picked up a yellow card in this first half. That's a very good sign for us. Okay. Things are looking good. Let's give him a morale boost. Yeah, fine, cool. Fairly happy so far with our new assistant manager. He's doing pretty well on the automatic team talks. I like to not have to take over those unless an aggressive half-time bollocking is required. Brown playing the ball out wide left for Navarro to run onto, but that was a little bit too hopeful there. No way Navarro had the pace to catch up with that one. Boone with a shot there, deflected away though. Heaton still keeping possession for Blyth. Another cross into the box, but Facey hacking the ball out for a throw-in, keeping Northampton safe from conceding a second goal. Nyapembe now. Poor cross opportunity, falls to Amiobi. Now Crawford in the middle. Oh, almost. Had to be cleared away by a Blyth defender there. That was almost an equaliser for Northampton. Let's hope the lads aren't getting complacent out there. Nyapembe with some kind of interesting turn. Puts a cross into the box. Smith. Oh, Brown with the shot. But it was saved. And that goes out for a corner. Smith will take it. Brown off his head. Now Comer. Statham gathers comfortably. Go for some praise. Crawford takes a free kick, smashes it straight into the Blyth wall. It goes out for a throw-in. Clark to Navarro. Back to Clark. Now Smith. Stuart Grimes not having a great game, is he? Perhaps I should take him off in a little while. Crawford. And he's scored this time. Roddy Crawford has equalised the second from bottom Northampton Town. His 7th goal of the season. That is upsetting, because I'm definitely hoping for the 3 points from this game, and that sets us back. Now what to do about this? Well, we're definitely going to scream at the lads. Are we going to make a substitution now? Grimes is still on a 6.4. He has perhaps only minutes left on the field. In fact, I think I'm going to take him off now. He's just dropped to a 6.3. I've got Morrissey. Nexus is not the best. Don't know if that's wise. Let's give him a little bit longer. Because it's a serious drop in player quality if I do have to bring him off. Give him till the 70th minute. But Navarro is having a concerning performance as well. Grimes to Heaton. Heaton plays it forward for Brown to run onto. Brown gets onto it. Tries a shot himself. Not enough power on it. Went for the near post and Statham made a comfortable save. That goes out for a corner though. Navarro takes it for Blyth. Statham plucks it out of the air. Almost at the 80th minute now. Kind of leaving it late to make a substitution, but I guess I'm going to have to. Navarro, I've given you as long as I can, mate. Hinchcliffe's going to come on. Eddie Brown is going to go into false 9. Hinchcliffe will play advanced forward. And we are going to take Grimes off for Nexus. Let's see if these guys can make a difference. We need one more goal. I want the 3 points from this game. I'll be very disappointed with a draw. Boone! Oh, no. That was a good shot opportunity there, but he sends it wide of the post, sadly. Crawford with a free kick for Northampton. Once again, thumped straight into the wall. It's it to Torrey Gosa. Comer, Hinchcliffe, come on. Come on. Make this a goal. Come on, Hinchcliffe. Use that magic touch. No, that was not magic at all. Looked like he tripped over his own feet. Never mind. Oh, what can we do here? What can we do? I think we're going to have to settle for a draw at this rate. Boom with a header. Pisaccia to Rodriguez. Crooks. Andrew. Northampton still looking threatening late on in this match. I mean, they could even still win this. And that would be even more of a disappointment than only taking 1 point. And if things remain as they are currently, we'll slide down into 6th place. We've held on to 5th all session. It would be a shame to drop a position in the league table. We need to get this win. We need these 3 points. Smith is there. Oh, he takes a shot and it's saved. Smith had the opportunity to be the hero. He still might be. He puts a cross into the box. And it's a penalty. What? Apparently a push occurred there. I didn't see it happen. I was all disappointed thinking, well, that's the end of that. But we have a penalty. Now then, is this going to be Comer? And is he going to fluff it like he did last match? Come on, I can barely watch. And he scores it! He scores it! 85th minute, Connor Comer with his 19th goal of the season. Scores from the penalty spot for Blyth Spartans. It's 2-1. And that was a terrible penalty. But he scored it. We'll take that. We'll take that. It's not over yet, though. Corner kick for Northampton. Brown picking up the loose ball. Looking to take it. Oh, he takes it past his man. Plays the ball forward to Hinchcliffe. He gets there. Can he put a cross into the box? Back to Smith. Smith puts the cross in. Rodriguez heads away. Brown picks it up. Nexus now. Naya Pembe in space. In the box. Oh, tackled by Preston. Out for a throw-in. Naya Pembe. Comer now in the box. Oh, come on, Comer. Do more, do better. Don't let them equalise. No, please no. Crawford. Oh, what a tackle that was. What a fantastic tackle. Denying that late shot opportunity for Crawford of Northampton. And it's 2-1. If the score stands, we will move up to 4th by the end of the session, as opposed to down to 6th. Either way, whatever happens, we are seeing a change in our league position. Less than a minute to go. A lot of tired legs on the field right now. But I mean, look, we've had 19 shots to their 9. We deserve this win. We absolutely do deserve this win. Let's hope we can get it. As the seconds tick away, the referee is surely going to blow the whistle any moment. That's got to be it. Surely this throw-in will be the last thing that happens in this match. As Facey throws the ball into the Blyth box. Perry smashes it upfield, and the ref does finally blow the whistle, and the score is 2-1 to Blyth in our last game of the session. What a result. That was an exciting game. Not what I expected against a team so low down in the table. They gave us quite a fight, didn't they? And it took a penalty late on in the match for us to scrape away with a win against Northampton Town. But we got the 3 points. That leaves us on 49 points now. We are within reach of going past Oldham if they slip up. Tranmere now have moved up to first place in the league. Bradford finally losing top spot after a long old time holding on to the lead position in the table. They have finally lost it. They are now 1 point behind Tranmere. And unfortunately, our defeat to Tranmere very recently probably contributed to that. But at least it doesn't feel too bad to know that we lost against a team that's currently top of the table. But yeah, so we're in a good position. Things are looking good. We're only 1 point ahead of Stockport and Southend, that being said. But there is a nice little gap opening up between us and 7th place. So the playoff position is definitely looking safer and safer. But it's all about getting this automatic promotion. We want to get into 3rd at the very least. So that will be the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you enjoy what you see. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. I'll be back next week on Tuesday for more Battletech Extended 3025 Commander Edition. Brand new unreleased mod that I'm showing off at the moment. And that will be at the usual time of 3 PM UK time or 10 AM Eastern. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you all for joining me. And thank you so much, Gecko, especially, for spamming all those bits. I really appreciate that to play with my new bits alert sound. So thank you so much for that. And I hope to see you all again next week.